morning, madam. Can you help me prepare for the final test on latitudes and longitudes?
Don't worry, because today we will learn about latitudes and longitudes. Come to the class and let's get started.
Thank you, madam.
Please come here. Can you see some lines on this globe? Do you know what they are used for, and what are they called?
I think they are something to do with locating places.
Yes, you are close to the answer. These lines are known as latitudes and longitudes, and they help us in the location of places. Let me show you how they help in the location of places. These horizontal lines on the globe are termed as latitudes. Latitudes are horizontal imaginary lines that run from west to east. They are also known as parallels. Equator is the longest latitude. It divides the Earth into two equal hemispheres, Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere. There are total 181 latitudes. The distance between two latitudes is approximately 111 kilometers. The latitudes are measured in degrees. At the top of the equator, the latitudes are measured as 1 degree north, 2 degrees north, and so on until 90 degrees north. At the bottom of the equator, the latitudes are measured as 1 degree south, 2 degrees south, and so on until 90 degrees south. The equator is an important latitude which is measured at 0 degrees. The other important latitudes above the equator are Tropic of Cancer, which is measured in 23.5 degrees north, Arctic Circle, which is measured in 66.5 degrees north, and finally the North Pole, which is measured in 90 degrees north. The other important latitudes below the equator are Tropic of Capricorn, which is measured in 23.5 degrees south, Antarctic Circle, which is measured in 66.5 degrees south, and finally the South Pole, which is measured in 90 degrees south. Latitudes help us to determine climatic zones. These vertical imaginary lines on the globe are termed as longitudes. Longitudes are vertical imaginary lines that run from north to south. They are also called as meridians. The prime meridian is an important longitude. It divides the Earth into eastern and western hemisphere. The distance between two longitudes is approximately 111 kilometers. Longitudes help us to determine the time of a place. Like latitudes, longitudes are also measured in degrees. At the east of the prime meridian, longitudes are measured in 1 degree east, 2 degree east, and so on until 180 degrees east. At the west of the prime meridian, longitudes are measured in 1 degree west, 2 degree west, and so on until 180 degrees west. The prime meridian is measured in 0 degrees. For each longitude, there is a difference of 4 minutes in time. The prime meridian passes through the Royal Observatory at Greenwich, England. GMT means Greenwich Mean Time. It is the local time at the Royal Observatory in Greenwich. IST is Indian Standard Time. It is the local time at India. IST is 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of GMT. Now, let's see how to locate a place using latitudes and longitudes. For example, what is the place between the latitude 19 degrees north and the longitude 72.8 degrees east? To find that, we had to check where the lines intersect. The place where the lines intersect is Mumbai, so this latitude and longitude represent Mumbai. Like this, we can assign longitude and latitude to any place on the Earth. Longitude and latitude are unique coordinates used to identify any location on Earth. Sailors and navigators use GPS with latitude and longitude to find accurate locations.
Thank you, Mom. Now I clearly understood about latitudes and longitudes. I am very confident that I can write well for my final test.
Okay, then all the best for your final test.